hamburger, fries, extra ketchup, vanilla shake. Is that all you ever eat?
I like fried chicken, but my mom says it's too fatty.
Yeah, smart lady. It's a good sign, huh?
It's only ketchup.
I didn't say it wasn't. Why are you so nervous?
When can I go home? You said it would be soon. Sorry.
You want to get hurt? Is that it? You with me.
Eric? I'm a police officer. Attack.
Toaster oven is still warm.
What do you want, points for being close?
She came to Earth from another world. On the trail of a deadly alien that devastated her race. She was armed with strange powers of the mind and body. He came from the streets. A tough homicide cop who played by his own rules. By joining forces, they stopped the deadly alien. Now they work together whenever something mysterious, something dangerous, something exciting is out there.
I thought you were trying to get some sleep.
Just a rumor. I gotta go listen to some mastermind convince me that he kidnapped Eric. Did you see my watch? Or my dining room set?
Jack, you haven't let up in days. You must be Nicholas.
I'm fine. I can't make an English muffin, but I'm fine. That's, interesting what you're wearing.
These are the clothes you bought for me.
I bought you an electric sander to wear on your waist?
I saw some things around that reminded me of home, Jack. I'm just trying to be comfortable.
This is how people on your planet dress? I mean, is it everyday stuff, or would you wear something like this to a fancy restaurant on Saturn?
No, Saturn's a very casual planet. I'm sorry if my tastes appear a bit strange to you, but I feel the same way about some of the things you wear.
Oh, I can understand that. After all, here I am wearing a shirt and a pair of pants. Where the hell is my watch? Hey, what are you doing to my remote control?
I'm converting the infrared beam into something capable of reaching my planet's communication satellites.
You ripped out my beam without even asking me?
Well, I thought you wouldn't object, Jack, considering the situation I'm in.
I do object.
Yes, apparently you do.
Now, you owe me a new remote control.
I'm trying to find some way to get home.
What are you gonna do with my beam? point it in the sky and flash it like a bat signal?
What? What's a bat signal?
Look, I'm sorry. I keep thinking about this kid, you know. I mean, he's probably never spent 4 days away from his home in his life. He's scared.
You've done everything you can to find him, Jack.
God, I hope not.
You really have.
I gotta go. I'll see you in a few hours. Listen, you know what I was just thinking?
Yes.
Would you stop doing that? But maybe if you could do a quick CAT scan on this mastermind, just to make sure that he's not Mr. Kidnapper, it'd really be helpful.
I have to let these connections take hold anyway. So, all right.
Good. You still owe me a new remote.
7891, 459 now.
If I can modify one of the telescopes on your Mount Palomar Observatory to project a signal, then I...
Want to keep it down? You think they're gonna let you take a screwdriver to the telescopes like you did to my remote? Forget about it. What is this, a hint?
Wait a second.
Is Mr. Boyer officially on the Eric Young case, Lieutenant?
Well, he's made the department a very gracious offer, and we've accepted, yes.
The only thing gracious about it is I didn't ask for any.
Yeah, but Lieutenant, isn't Mr. Boyer's involvement a desperation move? An admission the police manhunt has failed?
There's a 7-year-old boy out there somewhere. I think it's everyone's responsibility to get involved.
This man's going to help you find Eric? What a wonderful gesture.
Yeah, I'm touched.
That'll be it then. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, Mr. Boyer. Can we ask you a few more questions?
I'll be right
Sure,
back.
why don't we step into
Don't
another
take
office?
anything apart. Vic, who is this Boyer guy, and what's he got to do with my case?
Hey, wait a second. I thought we discussed keeping Tara away from the station.
Well, we did, but I figured if she could save me a few hours in interrogations, why not?
Because one, she's not police personnel, and two, she's not from this planet. I mean, how are you going to keep explaining her away, Jack?
Oh, why? Now, you want to tell me what's going on with this Boyer guy, or am I going to have to go buy a paper?
Yeah, well, Alex Boyer, he's a professional psychic.
Professional psychic, meaning what? He's got a degree in Ouija boards?
Jack, you remember the Karen Belmont kidnapping about 5 years ago?
Yeah, up in Frisco, yeah.
Boyer worked with SFPD. He found the eyeglasses that broke the case.
Right, then he wrote a book on it or something. He turned up on Hollywood Squares.
You know, we got a missing boy. And a psychic with a track record who says he can find him. Instead of giving me all this garbage, Jack, why don't you just hope he can do what he says?
I do. I do hope. What about those matching Samsonites parked on my desk?
Oh, he's yours. Until further notice.
I drive by the school every morning and then again at 3 o'clock. And I just sit there watching.
Please, go on.
That's okay. Alex Boyer.
That's right.
Jack Breslin. Bet you probably know that already from looking into my eyes.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Boyer. I'm Tara.
He knows that. He's looking right at you, Tara.
Alex, please. You a detective also?
Just a detective's cousin and an interested observer.
Hey, almost slipped up on that one. You probably turned away for a second.
Jack, look, I'm not here to convert you. I mean, why don't we not waste a lot of time trying to prove each other wrong?
Hey, that's the farthest thing from my mind.
It's good we understand each other.
Sure.
Go on with your story, Mr. Moore.
Okay, Charlie, so you said you were driving by the school, but why did you pick Eric? How did you know his father made all that money?
I did my homework. I'm a professional.
It's all right, he's trying to hypnotize you.
See, at school is where they're most vulnerable. It's a question of numbers, see? There's too many kids to watch.
Charlie, why don't you tell me something that you didn't read in the newspaper? Like, where is he?
He's gone now. A little bit here, a little bit there. You'll never find him.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Moore.
What, that's it? You walk around in a circle, you're done?
Would you feel better if I fell into a trance? Jack, this guy had no more to do with kidnapping Eric than you did.
Hey, you don't want to hear my story, you don't gotta listen.
I know your story, Mr. Moore. It's failure, a lifetime of it. Right up until your latest fiasco as a doorman, wasn't it?
Hey, who is this guy, huh?
You know, Charlie, taking credit for this crime, it's not gonna raise your self-esteem. Next time, why don't you just try not to fall asleep on the job? I'll wait outside.
I was resting 5 minutes tops.
He's a sad character, Charlie Moore.
Yes, he is.
What's he sad for? You want to let him walk?
No. Just here to lend a hand. You think Charlie's your man, you book him.
That's interesting. Your beeper.
Oh, yeah. You'd think I'd know beforehand that someone was gonna call me, wouldn't you?
Hey, you read my mind.
How about that?
He's right, Jack. Charlie didn't do it.
You're right. He's guessing.
Hey, I need to send a message to your mom and dad. I gotta make sure that it's gonna get their attention. Huh?
He said 5 minutes. Well, it's been longer than 5 minutes. I know that. You know what he could have done?
Alex?
His suitcase is right next to my desk, right? He could have picked up Charlie's file. It was lying right there. All he would have had to do was make a few phone calls. I mean, he could have found out that stuff about the doorman job, no problem.
You think Alex is lying?
Oh, I know he's lying. Come on, how many people walk around pretending they're psychic?
Well, why would they do that? Do deaf people pretend they can hear?
No. Look, you see, people like Boyer, they're in it for the buck. Now, there's no such thing as a real psychic.
There are psychic people on my planet.
Here. There are no psychics here. They don't exist, Rob.
How do you know?
I just know.
How?
Because I know. I just know, all right? Can we drop this? Let's just drop this, okay?
All right.
You think Boyer's for real? Read his mind. Find out.
I thought we were dropping it.
I don't want to drop it. I want you to get into this guy's head. See what he's up to. And, well, if he's legit, you're off the hook for remote control. How's that? Is that a deal? Here it comes. Where you staying, Boyer? I'll drop you off.
I'd like to get over to Eric Young's house if we could.
Why? What for?
I'm not really sure. I don't know. Let's just get over there.
Well, hey, that's good enough reason for me. No delivery man? I mean, you didn't see anybody?
Oh, God, please don't let it be. Please, just let him be all right.
I was right here by the phone. I didn't hear a car. Nothing.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this with me.
Open it here. I've got to see.
Look, Mr. Young, this should really be handled by the police lab.
I have to know. Can't you understand that?
Okay. I'll take it into the kitchen with me.
No. I want to be there.
Please, honey.
No disrespect, sir, but well, maybe you should stay here with your wife.
Can I get you anything? Glass of water?
It's okay. It's just a scare message. That's all it is. It's just some stuffed animal.
It's Eric's teddy bear. Sal, isn't it?
How did you know that? How could you know that?
I wish I could give you an easy answer, Mrs. Young. I just want you to know that I believe Eric is alive and that he's well.
Do you know if he's eating, if he's warm enough?
I wish I could be more specific. Eric's bedroom. Can I possibly see it?
It's right through here.
Must be warming up. It's a place of great comfort for your son. Maybe alone for a few minutes. Sometimes it helps to establish the connection.
Yes, go right ahead.
Won't be too long, huh? Well, I got to admit, most guys wouldn't have bothered to find out about the teddy bear.
It seems like hard information to come by.
No, what are you kidding? There's all kinds of ways.
Oh, really? Like how?
Well, there's lots of ways. I'm supposed to list them? Where is this guy? He's up there probably 2 hours. They're probably eating a meatloaf.
I'm sure the Youngs appreciate all the work you've done too, Jack. Even if they've never offered you a glass of water.
Don't do that. You're supposed to be reading Boyer's mind, not mine.
I tried. There was some kind of a blockage, a barrier. I've never come across one like it before, Jack.
Well, you can just be more creative. Show him some leg.
Everything always seems to come back to that. Why?
You could add a second cup of coffee. We were fine.
Was coming here of any use, Alex?
Oh, yes. I had quite a clear vision of a house. Boarded up windows, a bedroom with a dark red stain in the middle of the floor. I don't think it was blood, but I'm not sure.
Jack, isn't that...
Stuff we could find out in a police report.
You asked me to tell you what I saw, and I'm trying. There was a broken step somewhere.
The steps were fine.
Blue curtains.
They were red curtains. Now, how could you see blue curtains if they were red?
Jack, you obviously know where this place is. Do you mind if I see it?
Well, if you're talking about the place that was described in great detail in the police report that I'm sure Maldonado gave you, yeah, I know where it is.
Well, that's right. He did give me a police report. It's in my briefcase. I haven't even had a chance to look at it yet. I saw a gray cat with a little black spot on his head.
Was there a cat in the police report, Jack?
Will you leave me alone with this police report?
Jack, there's a cat. And it's gray.
You know how many gray cats I see on my way to work in the morning? You're wasting your time, Boyer. We swept this place clean.
I won't take long.
He's generating a substantial amount of energy.
That's not all he's generating. Stay here.
you all right?
No, I am not all right. My leg is bleeding. I pulled a muscle in my back, and I think I chipped a tooth. Take a look.
They look fine.
Sounded like you took a fall down a flight of stairs.
The information, the steps were fine. Until I broke one. So you were way off on a step.
I did find something, if you're interested. Cat was playing with that.
And thanks for tipping me off about the guy with the baseball bat. I really appreciate that.
Sorry about that, Jack. Sometimes I don't always see the whole picture.
Hell, you're only a professional psychic. You gotta be what? An executive psychic to see the guy with the bat?
Could that have been the kidnapper? I mean, maybe he realized he lost a button and came back looking for it.
Why don't you walk a circle around it? Do you find the shirt that belongs to them? Well, maybe you can get an address to go along with it.
What's with you, Jack? The FBI's at a dead end. Your department's about ready to throw the towel in. And I come up with a piece of evidence that your people just plain missed, and all you can do is complain?
You're talking about people who don't miss a hair on a rug.
They missed this.
All right, look, let's just try to get through this thing. On your button. You want to follow it up someplace?
Yeah. That restaurant we passed on the way up here.
Is that where we're going to find Eric?
No, that's where we're going to find lunch. You don't mind, do you? I haven't eaten all day.
Lunch. It's an old house. Anybody could have guessed about this step.
Hey, I love your outfit. It's great.
Thank you.
Where do you shop?
My house.
See?
Hey, did I say I liked it? So, Alex, let me ask you now that you've ordered your tuna melt delight, which you didn't really have to look at a menu to know it was there, but you did. When did you realize that you could see all?
Why don't we just stay off this subject, Jack?
No, I'm serious. I had to test your ESP game when I was 8. I did pretty good at guessing, you know, triangles and squares. I probably didn't practice as much as you did, but...
Your perception skills can be learned. I mean, they're not born to you like your other 7 senses.
5 senses. Now, really, how did this come about?
But, Jack, you don't really care. I mean, why are you asking?
No, I do. I really want to know. I swear I do.
I went on a mine-sweeping mission in Cambodia. I woke up a week later with a steel plate in my head and one hell of a side effect. End of story.
That's... I'm really sorry you almost got killed, but then you end up with this magic eye. I mean, that's weird. I'm talking Rod Serling weird.
You get no argument from me. I mean, my first month back, I thought I'd gone crazy. Some kind of delayed battle syndrome. I didn't know what it was. Until the day I let my sister go to school. Then I knew that she was going to be run over by a truck. See, I had that dream every night for a week. I was afraid to tell anybody. I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in some VA hospital. The day of her funeral, I swore to God I'd never be afraid again.
What a horrible way to come to terms with such a gift.
The bottom line is, Jack, I'm not going to let this boy die because you don't believe me, or your lieutenant doesn't believe me, or the chef in this restaurant doesn't believe me. Because when Eric is alive and well, you and everybody else can laugh at me all you want, and I won't care.
What are you looking at?
Excuse me.
Plate in his head. Maybe that's why he can't get in.
I showed him something. What other explanation can there be?
What? What, I'm supposed to believe this guy because he's got some sad story about his sister?
What would convince you, Jack? Do you always have to see the spaceship?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. You like this guy, don't you?
I didn't say that.
You don't have to. You keep staring at his hands.
I was not staring.
Oh, fine. But until I know for sure that this guy's got a direct link until next Tuesday, I'm gonna find out where he's getting his information. She likes him.
Sorry, that was my agent. He's booked me on the Carson show tonight.
The man on TV who makes his partner laugh so much?
Yeah.
You told your agent no, right?
I told him I'm trying to find a missing boy. He said the whole show only takes 1 hour. All right, look, it's only 1 hour. I'll do the show. You meet me afterwards. We'll get right back to work.
I mean, there's no way you could have missed the button, Dusty? Even if the cat had it, you still would have seen it? Right. Hey, I gotta run, Dusty. Thanks. See you later. How'd it go?
Congratulations.
Did you guess Johnny's social security number or the number of times he's been married?
Jack, I'm tired.
You know, Alex, you're right. You're right, and I'm sorry. But, well, you know, I know I'm not the easiest guy in the world to work with, and I've taken a lot of cheap shots.
No argument, Jack.
But come on, you got to allow me my skepticism. It's what I do best. Listen, why don't you stay at my place tonight? We'll check out tomorrow's racing form, and will you ever do that, or would that be like cheating?
Thanks, Jack. I don't think so.
I got a telephone. You can still call your service. Look, Alex, it's late. You probably didn't guarantee a room. Now, you want to watch yourself on Motel TV with the color going in and out?
Are you sure there's no other reason?
What other reason could there be? What's it?
Jack, what are you doing?
Checking Boyer's button, see if it matches anything in his wardrobe.
Oh, why did I even bother to think that you invited Alex over because you started to believe him?
Beats me. You know, with all these psychics flown around, you'd think you'd know better.
The lad didn't come up with anything on the button?
No, but I did. You know what your buddy Alex has been doing for the last 5 years since his book came out?
Whatever it is, I can see you're pleased.
Nothing. Nobody wants him. No publishers, no talk shows. I talked to 6 police departments. I swear this guy couldn't even find a water cooler.
Jack, time for the show yet?
I haven't known what time it is since 9 o'clock last night.
You got a remote control?
It's being fixed. You can't walk 5 feet to the set?
So what are you getting at?
Well, what I'm saying is that all of a sudden, your buddy Alex...
Will you stop referring him as my buddy Alex?
Well, all of a sudden, he's turning up clues like they're falling out of the sky. And what do you know? He's got a career again. Ask Johnny.
You think he's planting these clues himself?
It's an explanation.
His visions are also an explanation.
Not after being brain dead for 5 years. But the only way to come up with this type of information is to be in on it.
Hey, Jack, I'm gonna use your phone.
And officials said that fierce fighting was continuing in the mountainous area on Thursday. The ambush against a convoy of about 100 policemen occurred near the village of Coloto in Quaka province. Officials said an undetermined number of guerrillas had died. In other news,
His mother.
Maybe she's in on it too.
Don't rule it out. Every time this guy gets near a phone, he gets another hot flash. As in the Wonder Button, which I guarantee you will come into play before this thing's over.
There can be simple explanations for all of this. Nothing you've said proves anything.
You really like this guy. Tarak, can you rewire what used to be my remote control? Get it to home in on this thing's signal?
Shouldn't be too difficult.
I need an ionic micron adapter,
You're probably wearing one.
a carbon crystal allotrope.
Where do you keep them?
I have no idea.
Carbon crystals, refractive compressed pieces of, you know, diamonds.
You want to know where I keep my diamonds?
20 carats should do fine.
Do we need to run out and get one?
I think so.
Maybe Alex had some kind of vision. Maybe he's going to find Eric right now.
Hey, I hope you're right. But he could have woken us and asked us to go with him.
Maybe he wasn't sure. He probably gets a lot of false leads.
Yeah, I bet he does. Listen, Tarak, do you really have 7 senses?
Make a right at the corner.
Well, how do you know? How can you tell?
We're just following the tone, Jack.
What tone? I don't hear a tone.
What do you expect, Jack? I only had a half carat to work with.
Hey, that's a diamond my mom gave me for graduating the academy.
I don't see why you'd put a diamond into a piece of jewelry to begin with.
Oy.
Turn up here.
Scrapyard? Maybe he just had a yen to buy some spare parts at 2:30 in the morning. He's got company. Our friend with the baseball bat. I ran a plate number on the guy in the scrapyard. This is where he lives.
I'll check the bedroom. Come here, I want to show you something. Looks like Boyer's paying Morelli off or something.
Now that we've been formally introduced to Morelli,
I chipped another tooth.
Like, it's not like they went for a bat.
can I get some air here? Tomorrow. So here's how I see it. You and Alex Boyer kidnapped Eric Young. Then you phoned Boyer with clues that were little visions dancing in his head. Am I close?
Are you crazy? I didn't kidnap nobody. Look, I'm suffocating here.
He is.
Look, are you crazy? Have a cop busting in here? You ain't even got a warrant.
I left it in the car. Now, you're facing kidnapping, Morelli. Hey, I wouldn't worry about the rules.
Do you see any kid here? No, because I didn't take one.
And I guess that's why you cut out 200 articles on a case by accident, right?
Hey, look, come on. Boyer calls me up. He says he's coming into town to work the case, and would I get up some information on the kid?
Why? Why would he do that?
Because I do it for him all the time. I pulled some police reports. I tapped some inside info. Yeah, I give him whatever he needs.
To appear psychic?
Yeah. Well, is there something wrong with that, huh? I commit a crime?
Nothing wrong. How do you think this guy's gonna look after 40 years in jail?
Hey, give me a break, huh? I don't know nothing about no kidnapping.
Call 911, get an ambulance.
No sign?
No. How's Morelli?
He's dead, Jack. Who could have done this?
Jack, what are you crazy? You almost gave me a heart attack.
Next time I'll try harder. Now, I want to know what your part in this kidnapping is, besides what your friend Morelli just spilled.
We ran into him tonight.
Now, look, I don't know what he told you.
Just how he's worked with you for years, making you appear psychic on television.
Tara, look, yes, I used Morelli. But can you understand why? On television, it's not good enough to be right 60% of the time. I've got to be right about everything. But I had nothing to do with Eric's kidnapping.
So it was just a coincidence that you call Morelli in to work on this case and he just happens to have Eric stashed?
No.
Come on!
No, it's exactly the opposite. He called me. He told me he could turn some leads on the Eric Young case. Anything came of it, we could split another book deal.
Again? Like those payoffs you've been making to him for $500 a pop?
Out of my royalties on the Karen Belmont book.
I thought you solved the case all by yourself.
Tara, look, Morelli's just an extension of my business. Like an actor uses a stunt man. Doesn't make him any less of an actor.
Just makes him less of a man.
The point is, I realize that the clues that Morelli's leaving are just too perfect. He's using me. He knows exactly what's going on. Because he's in on it.
How convenient. Blaming all this on your partner now that he's dead.
He's dead? Morelli's dead? I think I'm gonna throw up.
It's a new couch, boy. I don't even think about it.
Jack, I went to see Morelli tonight to confront him to find out where Eric was. I threatened him. He should have killed me.
He should have, but he didn't. Now, let me tell you something else. If I was Morelli, I wouldn't bring someone else in to track myself down.
Unless he's working both ends. Look, I don't have to nail anyone to get a book deal. All I have to do is help locate Eric. He'd get half the money from the book, and he'd get the ransom, too.
I guess Morelli could have been working with someone else. This guy finds out about his side action, and he whacks him out.
Jack, it makes perfect sense.
If I believed it, which I don't.
I don't know what else I can say. I mean, how do I convince you?
You can't. I think you're lying. Don't you get it? Maybe that's Morelli calling to tell you he's dead.
When you get the money, you follow those directions I gave you exactly. It's time for the boy to go home, Mr. Boyer.
It's showtime.
God help you, Mr. Boyer.
Anything happens.
You really
if
think
you
I'm-
take $1 of that man's money, I promise I'll track you down, Boyer, and the last thought you read will be your own. Now, you got that?
And don't you confuse any lack of integrity with bad intentions. I want to see Eric safe and sound just as bad as you do. Just for the record, Tara, anything that I might have told you that was personal, that was the truth.
Why do people lie?
What, nobody ever tells a lie on your planet? Well, I guess it wouldn't go over too well with all that mind-reading business.
Does it make them feel good? Even though inside they know it's not true?
Well, it depends. Sometimes, people think you like them better if they don't know the truth. And if that person is someone special, well, it just makes it easier to lie to them.
Thank you for not gloating.
You knew at this game, you'll learn. I can't believe that your teeth really grow back. Come on.
Okay, I'm here.
Right now, where are the cops?
You told me to come alone. There are no police.
Are you kidding? No one steps out of there, you're a dead man. You think I'm kidding? You are dead!
Show yourself or I'm gonna blow this guy's head off! You hear me?
All right. I've done what you've asked. Why don't you take your money and tell us where Eric is?
Hey, you don't give me orders. I'm in charge here. You think I'm kidding? I'll blow your head off right now. I had this thing set up so that nobody could pin nothing on me. You don't look at him, you hear me?
Eric, are you okay?
I said don't look at him!
I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
Why'd you pick me? Why me? Why have me bring the money?
So I could kill you. And then I find out Chick's got you in on this. Some world-famous guy who reads minds and sees everything. You think I'm gonna just let you walk out of here so you can pin this on me? The gun now!
Don't do it, Jack. His gun's empty.
How many shots you count?
I didn't count. I just know his gun's empty.
Give me that gun, or we're gonna have a big, big mess.
It wasn't Eric.
What? Where is he? Where is he? Don't die yet, you sleaze. Where is he?
He's in the trunk of some car, Jack. Some car that's going to be destroyed.
He stopped it! Police! Jack, what? He's in that car! I can see him! I can see him in the trunk! There's a can of gasoline by his head! He's in that car!
Okay. So everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna go see your folks right now.
Arrived just 2 days ago from his home in Fort Lee, New Jersey.
How's it coming?
And is leaving town a hero.
Oh, I don't know.
One television remote control. Consider yourself paid back.
Well, what about Mount Palomar and the bat signal?
I did some preliminary tests. Even with modifying a space telescope, my signal wouldn't be nearly powerful enough.
Hey, I'm sorry. Really?
Want to give the microwave a shot?
Yes, I have. I'm very happy about that.
We're told you just negotiated one of the richest book and movie deals ever made. Is that true?
But, you know, I really had no intentions about writing a book on the matter, but there's just been so much interest on it that...
No intentions? I mean, who's he kidding?
We're all just grateful you came in when you did to help the local police.
Local police? Local police? Don't mention any names.
Actually, there was one detective, Jack Breslin,
There you go.
who really wasn't making much headway on the case, but who gave me plenty of assistance.
Tell me you didn't say that.
Jack, if you're watching this, why don't you check behind the dish drainer in the kitchen for your watch?
When exactly did you know?
Don't you gotta look?
Where, Eric?
I don't want to talk about it.
It was at the
It's
arcade.
there.
My biggest
You remember
problem.
now.
I don't want to talk about it.
Kidnapper, very calm.
Now you owe me a new remote and a new TV.